Well, after a long hiatus, last week we were back. I figured if I was going to do one video, I might as well do two videos. And if I'm going to squiggle some lines and make things seem complicated, I might as well do it twice. So let's get into this commercial. You're going to learn something. Probably not, but at least you'll be able to pretend that you did. Okay, here we go. We got a commercial. We got two gentlemen. What are they, sucking back cold ones? Here we go. Delivery, brewskis, yes please. I'll have two. And cue the action. Now, in terms of a cinematographer's dream, at least my dream, probably not. If you actually wanted to work in the industry, this is probably not your dream to shoot a commercial like this. But for someone like me who appreciates efficiency, who appreciates developing a skill and then leveraging the maximum amount of money that you can drain from the system using that skill, I really appreciate this. Why? Because you got two people having a conversation over a table next to a window, and all you have to do is make it look nice. And you can go home, right? You don't have to do any travel. You're not getting on any planes. It's probably on the back lot here, nice and easy to do. There's no fluff. This is you. This is me dancing when I see the storyboards. You know, you get into a little rhythm. You're like, oh, one day of shooting, and we can pay all of our friends as well. Let's do it. And it can still look nice. So here we go. What makes this thing easy to do? Not easy to do. What makes it less complicated than doing it another way? Just imagine that these gentlemen, right, the biggest decision that you have in this commercial from a cinematography point of view is where, if we go to the wide shot, where are we going to place these people when we're actually shooting them? Here we go. This is our location. We can be anywhere in here. What vibe do we want? What style do we want? Where are we going to place the lamps to get that style? Biggest decision? Where? Inside of this restaurant. Oh, here. We're not going to go here in this one. Why? More complicated. We want there. Why? Because it's going to be super, super easy. We're just going to put a big old light out here. We're going to light this entire wall, and there's going to be no consistency from shot to shot what the exposure on that wall actually looks like. Why? Because nobody cares. Absolutely no one cares. Look at the amount of fill that happens when you throw a ton of level at that wall and it bounces all over the ground. We throw another slash inside, which hits here and hits the ground and creates a little bit of interest. We've got light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, all across there. Beautiful. It's in 4x3. It looks like it's in some country that you would probably not want to vacation in, but you wouldn't mind a longer layover, right? It's sort of an interesting European place you can tell your friends about. This is not bad. This is a good commercial, but really, really dark and interesting and very well exposed behind, right? Whereas in the wide, things just get a little bit crazy, right? Ton of level, way more fill. And why is there more fill? Like, why are these ratios so much harsher? Because we're further back. We can't get in there with all the equipment. What you're going to see fly in here is a couple of floppies, going to be right here, add to the darkness, and a big 4x frame right off the edge here to control the contrast. And then we're probably going to, actually it might even be bigger than a 4x frame, just because we want to do the background as well. Or if you really like to be picky and you want to be able to control the exact amount of level in the next shot, which is, let's go to the next shot here, play it out, boys. Here. Like, what do we actually want? Number one, you can see, this is a good example of when you're not looking towards the light, what happens? No eye lights, right? Dark, cavernous holes of emptiness, no emotion. Doesn't really sell beer. But back to the point we were talking about, this is well exposed, and then this is well exposed, and then you have a ton of contrast. Why? Because contrast is interesting, and you're bored on set. You got to do something, like bring out some stands with some neg on them. When you're looking towards the light, ta-da! What happens? Beautiful highlights. And what do we have here? A little reflection that tells the whole tale. Our little 4x frame out there. Okay, we're laughing. Again, lots of contrast. And why does this work? Because we made that original decision in the wide shot of where to place these people inside. That's what makes it easy. This guy, way darker, right? Because why? We put the lamp over here shining that way. So this guy is definitely going to be darker. Now you could fill it in. You could make it a little bit less dark, but that's no fun, right? You want to push the limits. You want to say, hello darkness, my old friend. Again, beautiful little highlights, nothing for him. Although you do feel like even when he looks that way, you can feel the amount of fill versus what is actually there. I love me some 4x3 as well. Can I get some, what do they call these things? Closed captions? No, I forget. It doesn't even matter. Look at you. This is you looking at me with disgust because I can't remember what these things are called. I'm drawing a blank, people. That's me, a little bit hurt. Oh well, we always have beer. Come back to this bit here. Where's that close-up? Boom, beautiful little highlight. You also feel there's like a trace coming from up here, which is always, if you are gonna fill on something where it is really, really quite contrasty like this, like if you just smush the light at them, it sort of comes out of nowhere. Here, I get it. Like you could sell this little bit of, where is it in a wider shot? Here, you could sell this as being like, I don't know, maybe, you know, you tell yourself a story that it's the light over here bouncing off the ground and then coming up and uplighting him here. Like, I buy that story, even though you look a little bit suspicious, because why not? Like, just do it. But man, really, oh, you can feel he sort of leans into it there too. Look, lean, right, go back. Why didn't that work? Go backwards, right, there. Feel this light that he leans into? Yeah, that's not natural, but it looks pretty good. I like the crunch. I gotta embrace more crunch. There's definitely, we're going no fill here. And in large part, it's the grade, but it's a good opportunity to see, like, what is the good angle of light here? What you don't want to do is, you see in this shot, this is where you could easily put, you know, the big lamp on a goalpost rig above and go pushing through this entire room. Okay? That's boring. What's not boring is getting it off to the side. Because then, in this shot, then you get all this. You get all that background and that light to dark, because these things are cool. And then another big bonus of this location, if you were adding to the pros and minuses of, well, is this location any good for the style that we actually want to use or what the solutions we're going to come up with is? What are we looking into? Some big, giant, dark wall that is not front lit, that is not, you know, bright, crazy neon signs when we're going with this brown 4x3 interior. We don't want that. Get it down. Get it dark. That way we don't have to compete with it. Like here, if we're setting exposure, what is the point of control? Hello, who are you? Right, is that the first AD? No, the first AD is probably right next to camera. This gentleman, that's probably like the stunt coordinator. Then he realizes that he's not necessary on set today because it's two guys drinking beer. That is 100%. He's already on his walkie-talkie too. Look at him. He's going off the ear, off the little piece on his neck. We got you, buddy. The old mirror in the background. And I think that's it. Is there anything else to communicate here? I don't think so. This is one though where the longer I am in the cinematography game, the more I appreciate jobs like this. Like, let's just use our skills to make what would be, I mean, on the page, this reads like an incredibly boring ad. But you can make it interesting. You can make it fun. You can make it challenging. Well, not really challenging, is it? Because you know exactly what you're going to do. Oh, well. Jeez Louise. We got this lady. Let's do the take again. Don't look at the camera right there. Yep. I see you. We see you. Okay? We know what you're doing. Anyway. Okay. Again, that is going to do it for this episode. What did you learn? Put the light off to the side against the wall that you're going to be looking at the most. Okay? And then you determine how much fill you want in here. Is this a little bit crazy that there's that much fill? I don't know. Well, it looks pretty good to me. Who knows? Okay, that is going to do it. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye.